We had a great night. I want to go ahead and start this live off with speaking my truth. I want to start off by calling on my ancestors for their healing love, their sacred knowledge, their wisdom, and their strength, and ask them to walk with me as I heal my shadows, the wounded healer, the rescuer, the Messiah complex, the boundary blur, the code, the carrier, the gift suppressor, the witch womb, authority addiction, pain magnet, and spiritual bypassing. Okay, and ask them to walk with me as I speak my truth. I enjoy time freedom supported by wealth and royal favor. I live with royalty with abundance supported every area of my life. My wealth creates space for peace, rest, and joyful experiences. I have the freedom to spend my days in ways that align with my purpose. Royal favor surrounds me and supports a life of ease and prosperity. I am abundant, provided for, and my time is my own. Wealth supports my dreams and legacy and my well being. I enjoy the luxury of choosing how I spend my time. I am richly blessed with financial freedom and divine support. Royal blessings flows to me and create lasting security. I enjoy peaceful mornings, unhurried days, and prosperous living. Morning works for me and supports a life of freedom and fulfillment. I enjoy the privileges of wealth, wisdom, and divine favor. My life reflects abundance, elegance, and royal provision. I am free to travel, create, and rest and enjoy life with ease. I enjoy wealth that supports generations and builds a lasting legacy. Royal favor opens doors to effortless opportunities and increase. I enjoy a lifestyle of beauty, peace, and abundant resources. I'm spoiled by stability, supported by wealth, and crowned with favor. I carry a royal anointing for abundance, influence, and prosperity. My wealth allows me to prioritize joy, health, and meaningful experiences. I enjoy freedom from financial stress and limitations. Every season of my life is supported by divine abundance. I am worthy of a life filled with ease, wealth, and noble blessings. I enjoy time freedom because my resources overflow with more than enough. Ashe, amen, and so it is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so we want to I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the live and find out what does Cancer masculine need to know. Okay, we have this learning secrets. Stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Bottom of the deck is gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. Okay. It says, go your own way, trust your intuition, and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Bottom of the deck, it says, here was unsaid. Tune into the silence for truth that words cannot express. Listen deeply. Okay, we have two. We have getting advice, seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from wisdom offered by others. Act with clarity, focus your intentions, navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. Okay, at the bottom of the deck it says spiritual retreat. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. Okay. So I see listening, going your own way, and getting advice and act with clarity. Okay, so we have a spiritual retreat. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and clarify learning secrets. We have spiritual retreat came out. Again, it says seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. Bottom of the deck is choose wisely. Okay, so I guess when you go on your spiritual retreat, spend time alone or go on your spiritual journey, or however you spend your retreat, and you're going to hear something. You're going to be listening, you're going to hear something. It says fully immersed. Everything you wanted is around you, just waiting for you to see it. Okay, bottom of the deck, it says trust the process. Okay, so learning secrets in your spiritual retreat, be fully immersed. This fully immersed here has a woman fully covered with water. Her ears are even covered. So I don't know if you ever experienced that, putting your head under some water and just being, it's like it's so quiet, so serene. Okay, so it says going forward, don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. Bottom of the deck, it says ride the current, embrace change, now with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. Okay, so that clarified learning secrets. Something about spending time alone, going within. The answers lie within. Okay, then we have this going forward energy where there's a lot of color. Okay, so that means your chakras should be coming in alignment. Okay, where everything will be in alignment. Okay, so let's see. The next energy is go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Ride the current at the bottom of the deck. So again, something about being alone. You could be working around a lot of people, or you could be around a lot of people, or you could be, mhm, yeah, enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. Bottom of the deck, it says harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Okay, so yeah, so it's definitely something to do with spending time alone and finding peace, grounding yourself, centering yourself, coming in within, trusting yourself. Sometimes you can be around a lot of noise, especially if you listen to a lot of tarot reads, okay, or just involved with a bunch of people trying to get your attention. Okay, so we have steady progress. Patience is your ally. Celebrate each step forward, no matter the size. Okay? So there is some sort of progress you're going to run into when it says enjoy the journey. You can't help but enjoy the journey. Once you see that card, it had all the colors moving forward, like along your path. So something's going to be lit up, and everything is going to come into alignment. So it said enjoy your journey and Celebrate the small steps. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here, fears are faced, and here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Okay, so this has something to do, yeah, with the Valley of Shadows. So that's being prepared before you go into the darkness, before you go into the shadow side of people or yourself, or being able to look at the things that are just not so bright, right? It's like carrying that colorful alignment, peaceful experience, staying within, not allowing anyone to pull you outside of yourself. Staying centered, staying close to your heart, and out of your mind. Okay, more so into your heart and help you to stay balanced. Okay, it says behind the veil on the bottom of the deck of Valley of Shadows. It says welcome uncertainty as opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. Be okay with not knowing. Okay, yeah, be okay with not knowing. And so this is the second row. It says go on your own, embrace your journey, steady progress, Valley of Shadows, behind the veil. Okay. So next, at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at rising flame. So this could have something to do with passion, being passionate, having your passion, whatever you're passionate about, could um, these steps could lead you to your passion. Okay, it's gonna just kick in. It's gonna rise up. Okay, so it says unlock your heart and ride the current. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with the next energy. It has getting advice. Unlock your heart. It fell. Okay, it says actually get carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Fulfill promise. So stay committed to your path. To each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. Okay, a feather of hope. Okay. Okay, so far I'm getting going within preparing your heart for whatever journey you're about to go on. And it need to be alone. Okay. Trusting yourself, being prepared to see what's going on behind the veil. Okay, staying grounded. Okay. So again, I'm seeing behind the veil, valley of shadows, steady steps, get carried away. So these two people are getting carried away. So you could be working with someone, okay, fulfilling, having a feather of hope, allowing yourself to, um, getting carried away is like trusting. And then fulfilling your promise, it has roots of stability, roots of success, secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for thriving your journey ahead. And it says ride the current. Okay, so getting advice, getting carried away, fulfilling a promise, and roots of success. So being grounded and being successful, it's like being rooted. And you can be a spiritual person because with these roots, the deeper your roots are, the higher your height of reaching your spiritual height. right? It's like being like a palm tree, really rooted. So the higher it goes, the stronger it is. So I'm seeing a lot of roots. So it has something to do with your strength and riding the current. Something, it's like being rooted in being, it's like a lot of water. Something about your emotions, riding the current, being immersed. Ride the current. So it could be some things that could, it says outdated information. So gently release the outdated information. Old news discarded. Okay. So it says aqua clarity is the last card. Last energy here. It says focus your intentions, navigate decisions with your clear insight and purpose. So this is the energy of, it's like coming up from being immersed in the water and in your emotions and seeing things, acting with clarity now. It's like part of, it's like moving forward. Focus your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. Okay, so again, this is about removing yourself from your emotions, seeing clearly now. Now we're on the ground, getting grounded again. And then we have a seat of potential. Okay, so something about coming out of the emotional state and raising your head up above the water and seeing things clearly based on what was on the inside. Okay, metals of moment. We have a seed of growth here. Something about a fantasy land turning a page. Okay, so this has something to do with eclipse of concealment, where it says navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelation. Okay, so seeing things clearly, being centered and grounded, basking in the metals of moment. So basically, just staying, not allowing your energy to be scattered, not allowing your emotions to lead out and kind of move away from you, containing it and wrapping it in, um, you being carried away with whatever it is that you're doing. It seems like it's fun. It's yin and yang energy. Okay, we're gonna get one more. Bottom of the deck says connection guide. The eclipse of concealment is connected with the connection guide, and it says steady as you go. Navigating with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. Okay, so it says bottom of the deck, it says release burdens, embrace clarity, and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing a new insight to guide your path. Mm-hmm. True intentions, cutting edge, flames of passion, sculpture of self, harbor of peace, planning phase, and winds of fortune. Okay, so that's what Cancer masculine needs to know. We have the magic opportunity at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to clarify all of those. That's like a little, I guess, like a little grounded energy. And I'm going to pull, let's pull three energies. It says the right audience, clients, and collaborators are magnetically drawn to my light. I am a transformational leader. My story uplifts humanity. Every relationship is my life, contribute to my wealth. because abundance is my birthright. I attract high value and spiritually aligned partnerships because abundance is my birthright. One more. It says, breaking news. Ancestral secrets revealed. Your lineage speaks now. Okay, so somehow you could be connecting with your ancestors in some kind of way. Yeah, you could be connecting with your ancestors in some sort of way. Okay. So yeah, so keep doing whatever you're doing. Stay centered, stay grounded, and be prepared for the journey ahead. Okay. So I know when you work with your shadows, your ancestors are in your shadows. So if you run across something that kind of stirs your emotions, then call on your ancestors. Center yourself, call on your ancestors, ask them to give you support, wisdom, guidance, strength. Okay, because we got two cards, three cards kind of showing some sort of groundedness. So it's something from the ancestors' house for you. All right, so just allow them um, to work with you at this time. Yeah, web of connection at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they can be working with you. All right, so I am going to. I'm trying to see how I want to. Yeah, so we have the tarot deck. Roots of stability came out on the men. So yeah, so the roots of your ancestors are ready to work with you during these sorrow heals moments. Those are the shadows. And it says trust your path. I just want to talk about that a little bit because once we start to work with our shadows, we are coming face to face with things that normally bring fear, they bring anxiety. You know, our emotions start to rear because it seems like somebody is pulling your strings. Well, those are the strings that remind us of something that we probably need to face. Okay. Um, but just stand through it. Just stand through. Just stand through it because I went through the same thing when I was connected with my ancestors. And I was actually standing behind a line, like I would not cross it for anything because I'm like, no. I kept, running away, kept turning away from the situation until eventually, the cards wouldn't change. They kept me in the same situation. Okay, so you will be connected with your spirit team, your spirit guide, your connection guide. So the support that you have is going to be there. And just just stay centered. Stay centered. I will be checking with you. Yeah, to trust the process and stay in the flow. Okay, keep your heart in a happy place, especially now. Okay, I'm gonna be checking with you and find out what you need to know. Okay. Along the way. Roots of stability, winds of fortune. So something about connecting with your ancestors is going to bring in your fortune, your winds of fortune. It's going to bring your money. It's going to bring clarity. They bring you sacred knowledge. Okay, they bring you sacred knowledge. So allow them to use it and trust your intuition. Okay, a lot of times we have to do things with our eyes closed but still be spiritually focused, but the fear is shut off, or the doubt is shut off, or whatever these people, okay, they could, trust yourself. Spirit says, trust yourself. Listen to the honest echoes. Be in the here and now. Be in the present. Then he says, ignite creation. So in the present of creating, igniting creation, that's like me speaking my truth, right? Whatever your truth is, whatever it is, people could be saying what you are, but what you are not. So in those times, you have to speak what you are because your ancestors, you're healing. So that's what they were called. That's what they were subjected to. Okay, so with you, you have the rite of passage to connect with your ancestors and flip the narrative based on what you say. And in that moment, stay in that moment in your heart space and let it, and let it go. Okay, and watch things change. It's magical. Trust yourself. Listen to your soul's whispers. Okay, it went full circle. It says choose wisely. Okay, slow climb, harmony's call. Okay, there's something about a veil of illusion and true intentions there that's going to bring you to the cutting edge of your flames of passion and sculpting your new self, bringing you to a harbor of peace and a planning phase where you're going to mountain, where your mountain of mastery is. Okay. So, and being protected at the bottom. Okay. That's all that matters. My situation I be in, and I'm like, okay, thank God I'm protected. Being in any other situation and not feeling protected, not knowing you're protected could just, it could be different. So give thanks for that. Okay. Give thanks for that. And sorrow heals, trust the process, and this is a real promise. So embrace solitude at this time, all right, and write the current. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get back with do another read, probably about an hour or so, a couple hours, and I will talk to you then. Okay.